Alright, also look, welcome back to the channel, and in today's video, we're going to be going over my predictions for UFC 302, Islam Makhachev versus Dustin the Diamond Poirier, and how I just don't think this fight is as clear-cut as people think. And if you're new to the channel, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share so you can help me reach 1,000 subscribers by the end of the summer. I'll deeply appreciate you. And make sure you join the official UFC Discord, link in the description. Alright, so look, it's a few days before UFC 302, the fight between Islam Makhachev and Dustin the Diamond Poirier in Newark, New Jersey, and there's this narrative that's been going around that this is going to be an easy title defense for Islam Makhachev, but I kind of see where it's coming from, but I don't entirely agree with that statement. I do believe that this fight isn't going to go as expected, and here's why. Islam Makhachev is widely recognized as one of the best fighters in the world right now. Ranked as the #1 pound-for-pound fighter, he possesses world-class grade A elite level grappling skills with dominant entries and elite ground control. His submission game is among the most formidable in MMA history. Additionally, his striking skills are highly effective and often underestimated. His kicking game and Muay Thai clinch are particularly noteworthy aspects to his world-class elite level game. On the other side of the spectrum, we have Dustin the Diamond Poirier, an elite level fighter who has faced some of the best in the lightweight division. Dustin the Diamond Poirier has fought and defeated top contenders such as Anthony Showtime Pettis, Khabib Nurmagomedov, Justin the Highlight Gaethje, Charles do Bronx, Max Holloway, and last but certainly not least, the notorious one, Conor McGregor. Despite my belief that Dustin the Diamond Poirier is slightly past his peak, he remains one of the top fighters in the lightweight division as we speak. With his southpaw boxing style, combined with his brawler-like mentality, elite-level defense, and high fight IQ, it makes him one of the most formidable opponents to stand across from in the octagon. Dustin the Diamond is a well-rounded mixed martial artist from top to bottom. End of story. Now, let's consider how this fight might play out, and despite my reluctance to admit it, I do believe that Islam Makhachev's ground game will be too much for Dustin the Diamond to handle on Saturday night. Fighters with strong wrestling or primarily ground-based backgrounds have consistently put Dustin the Diamond in uncomfortable situations again and again and again and again. He has struggled off of his back against top fighters such as Khabib Nurmagomedov, Charles do Bronx, Iron Michael Chandler, and even Benoit Saint-Denis. If a fighter with a high-level wrestling pedigree can take Dustin down, they essentially neutralize his strengths and his greatest attributes because he struggles significantly when fighting off of his back. It's like shooting Superman with a kryptonite-laced bullet. Alright, so look, the only way I see Dustin Poirier coming out on top is if he can turn this fight into a gritty and dirty brawl, which is his trademark style. Dustin Poirier thrives in the slugfest and the barn burner brawls. However, I do not believe that Islam Makhachev will engage in that type of fight with Dustin Poirier. In order to beat Islam Makhachev on the feet, Dustin Poirier would need to land something absolutely unexpected and insanely crazy while striking from range, which is not typically how Dustin Poirier fights. If I had to predict how this fight will unfold, I think it will resemble the first round of Dustin Poirier's fight against Benoit Saint-Denis. Poirier might hold his own in the stand-up initially, but eventually the fight will go to the ground, and on the ground I do believe that Islam Makhachev will dominate and wear Dustin the Diamond down and potentially secure that submission. And while Dustin does have a pretty strong and underrated guillotine, I am pretty sure that Islam and Khabib have been drilling anti-guillotine type training during their entire camp, so making it is unlikely to be a significant factor in this brawl. In summary, my head is telling me that Islam Makhachev is going to take the dub, but my heart and soul are rooting for Dustin the Diamond. And for some reason, for these past few days, I've just had this feeling that Dustin Poirier might pull off this upset. And not to mention that recent events have aligned in a way that suggests that destiny might be on Dustin Poirier's side. He recently defeated Benoit Saint-Denis to get back on the win column. Then Justin Gaethje, who was supposed to be next in line for the title shot, goes out there and gets brutally flatline KO'd by Max Holloway during UFC 300, subsequently taking him out of title contention. Then Arman Tsarukyan defeats Charles do Bronx in a title eliminator at UFC 300, also removing Oliveira from the title picture. And then the UFC offers Arman Tsarukyan a title shot, but he declines, saying that it's too soon of a turnaround. Meanwhile, Islam has been expressing that he desires to remain active and is aiming for about 3 fights a year. If any of these instances hadn't played out the way they did, Dustin Poirier would not be getting this title shot. Moreover, this could be Dustin Poirier's last fight, and he's also bringing his daughter to one of his fights for the first time. It seems like the universe is just giving Dustin Poirier all the puzzle pieces, and it's his job on Saturday night to complete the puzzle and find the solution. I'm going to be playing devil's advocate here, because if Dustin Poirier pulls this off, he will be an absolute legend. I am predicting that Dustin the Diamond Poirier is going to win by KO in either the second or third round on Saturday night, June 1st. I believe that Dustin's time has come. He has earned all of his badges from beating legends back to back to becoming an interim lightweight champion. And on Saturday night, June 1st, he could achieve his ultimate goal by becoming the undisputed lightweight champion of the world by defeating the pound for pound greatest fighter today in Islam Makhachev. And Khabib being in Islam's corner won't mean jack shit, as Khabib was also in Islam's corner when he got knocked out unconscious by Adriano Martins. The MMA community has to understand that Islam Makhachev is not invincible. And on Saturday night, the king of violence, Dustin Poirier, will show the world why pressure truly makes diamonds. But let me know in the comment section below, what do you guys think of UFC 302, Islam Makhachev versus Dustin the Diamond Poirier, and who do you got as winner? Let me know. But that about wraps up the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Ciao.